Okay, hello guys. Yes, it's another one. I'm just coming to y'all because in the last 24 hours, you won't believe the things I've learned and seen. Well, let me see. Where can I start? Okay, so I have ran across this video on YouTube, and the guy was saying how basically, um, us women who like, I guess I wouldn't say worship, but always worrying about having a man and being married, getting that ring and having sexual relationships with men are like basically like under some kind of, I wouldn't say spell, but we are like a little brainwashed. Yes. Because some of us women, we aren't, he was saying how marriage could be like an entrapment, you know, and it doesn't benefit the woman at all. It just benefits the man. So he was saying how, you shouldn't be out there worrying about if you don't have a man and you're not, it's the reason that you don't. It's a reason because you probably have to do some work on yourself and maybe grow, and it's something divine about you, because basically, the woman is like the center of the universe. And sometimes I guess your what is it? Your I guess um your life and the road that you're supposed to be traveling is greater than being a wife to a man. All right. Yes. So like, and your goal and why you're here is much greater than just being a wife and being a sex object to men. And he was saying how basically men can use sex to keep you um like confined. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not reaching your fullest potential. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, and it was deep. I wish I could attach videos. I'm gonna learn how to do that, and I'm gonna start attaching these videos to my videos so you can also get the point of view that they um trying to put out, trying to get across to us women. Now they were saying how um some of us women are we portrayed as sex objects and things like that, and they just be fornicating on us when they be having us do all these sexual things and sexual obligations that basically they're doing that to keep us, to really to drain us of our natural energies, because the one thing they don't like is the fact that we do have these amazing energies and power that they want to take for themselves. So they keep portraying like we need to go out and be with these men and have these men in our lives, and only thing they doing really is causing us harm. Yes. Ain't that something? He said there's nothing wrong with maybe partnership, but marriage and things like that, and basically giving yourself and trying to find a man and doing all that you can to change yourself for that man. They say if you have attitudes, if you a certain kind of way and you speak out, that's who you are, and you're not supposed to change who you are for a man to want you. Yeah, because I could think back years ago. Um, I did a lot of things in my early life that I sit back and I think like I thought it was all right, and I thought that was just part of life, but no, it's not. Being sexual and having a lot of partners, like having a lot of men partners that you're sleeping around with, is not good for your body. That was one thing he was talking about. I'm using my body butter, guys, that I make. I also have it to purchase, and yeah, and he was just saying how a lot of us women has been misled by men and the media and things like that. as to say, like, we're not good enough the way we came, the way we were born. They spilled like a whole lot of negative things into us to think that we have to change and be a certain kind of way so a quote unquote man will marry us. When it's all a trap, really, and it doesn't benefit us at all. So I thought that was just kind of deep, you know. And and he also was saying how sexuality, how um, we always the way he put it was just so I blushed a little. How as women, we be sometimes stigmatized by the penis, and how that's not a good thing either, and how basically they do that to keep us in bondage, really, and not reaching our full potential. Like we're not supposed to be all. You know how some women out there they fighting over men and because he's sleeping with other women and things like that. That's all a setup to keep you from reaching your full potential. Yes. They say, and basically, like, the men are attacking us. Like, yeah. Like, they really deep down just want to take what we have for themselves. And they're constantly attacking us from all angles, from sex, from the worship, and all things like that, and how you're supposed to be this quote unquote type woman, and it's all not real. It's all just to keep us down and confined and not reaching our full potential. Yes. And I kind of thought that was kind of suspicious because I'm not share this with you because I know like when I meet men, it seems like they're always trying to get you in the bed, trying to put all these sexual things on you, like trying to get you to do all these sexual things to them, and what it is, it takes away from your being, and it grants them like power over you when you submit to all these sexual fornications, like like oral sex. They were saying how that's another way of basically, robbing you from your true self and taking away your your power in you by submitting. Like you're not supposed to be submissive, he was saying. You're supposed to be we both have that masculine and feminine, aura about ourselves, and so we're supposed to embrace both of it because it's there to guide us and become strong and I guess fruitful. Like yeah, it was deep, I really liked it, and I was saying to myself, yeah, because I remember like when I was younger and I was like in my 20s, and I used to have a lot of men all ages just, coming at me, wanting to take me out and do things to me. And even when even when you're a young girl, they said they the ones who are the women who are very powerful and amazing. They start off with them when they're very little, what I'm saying, subjecting them to sex and things like that. And when it's not good, you know, when they're not supposed to, when you're not supposed to give into that, and you're not supposed to be humble and bowing and bowing to a man because you are basically superior. He was saying, you know, this world revolves around you. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And I was just like, I just thought that was amazing, him saying that from a man saying that. Sometimes it's funny how we can listen to women all the time and we don't really take heed to it until an actual man tells us the same thing. And I noticed that. And what we need to do is we really need to go back and listen because I know I used to really cherish and look up to my grandmother. Like everything she said was gold. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that was the right path to be on because my grandma stored a lot of morals and thoughts into me and really like tried to awaken me, I guess, from the sleep that I was under. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the first one to tell me, that her mother was a Native American. You know, she said, "Oh yeah," she asked me one day, "So what you want to be in life?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do." And I was in school, I think around high school, not knowing what to do, where to go, and just around, and she was like, "What you want to do with your life? What you want to be?" I said, "I don't know what I want to be. I don't know." She was like, "Well, you could be an Indian chief." And I said, "An Indian chief? Don't you gotta be an Indian to be an Indian chief? And don't you have to be a man?" She said, "I never heard of such things. And don't you know my mother was an Indian guy? She was she was an Indian and she was a chief of her village and she wasn't a man." I said, and that was the first time I ever heard of women being able to be chiefs. Yeah, because the way they portray on all the cartoons and the TV shows, it's all in the movies, it's always a man who's the chief of the village. But she told me her grandmother was one. Yeah, I mean her mother actually, yeah, was it her grandmother or her mother? I think she said her grandmother or her mom was actually one. And that was amazing, I thought, but I really couldn't take heed to it because of society and everything that you've been taught from the time that you're born until now. But yeah, she really put a little bug in my ear, and I was just walking around like, what? It made me look at life and women differently. It was like, oh, okay, my grandma knows some things. And she used to teach me a lot of things, about life and the kind of woman I want to be, and I lost that some way, somehow, and I figured, and then also, she asked me, she said, are you gonna, she also used to talk about husbands to me, later on, she was like, yeah, um, you need to listen to what I tell you if you want to be a good wife, you know. But then and I got that from her too. And I used to get upset because I was like, well, if I'm an Indian chief, why do I have to be a good wife too? You know, why can't, why she never speak about how a man needs to be a good husband? And even when I can remember when I was, I was a child, like a teenager, and she was talking about, yeah, then you have your babies and this and that. And I remember I got pregnant. I was about 19, 20 years old. And she was like, I'm gonna tell you now, like this is your baby. You need to make sure you take good care of your baby. Because this is your baby. I said, well, it's not just my baby, it's his baby too. I didn't make this baby by myself. And she was like, no, but when it's all said and done, this is your child and your baby. And you're gonna have to take care of that baby because the man could leave today or tomorrow and you'll be here to take care of that baby. No one's not gonna take care of your baby the way you can take care of your baby. No one's gonna love your baby the way you love your baby. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you are doing your best to take care of your baby and doing what you need to do in life so you can be able to provide for your baby. Oh, that pissed me off. So I'm like, it's not fair. Like, it really isn't fair. Why do I have to do all this? Why all the work falls on me? Because she knew probably deep down inside that we were very divine. feminine, and we're very strong, and that's our duty to our children to make sure they're safe, they taken care of, and they're being raised with the right morals so they can become a strong woman in the society and not get swallowed by everything around them. But yeah, yeah, guys, yeah, my luscious curls is looking beautiful. But yeah, what y'all think about that? I've been running across a lot of videos that's really like opening my, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm always like, oh, sexiness and beautifulness and that, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really intimate with men. I really don't. It's been years since I really had an intimate relationship with a man, and I'm thinking this because of my past and what I experienced, but something in me just told me, you need to back away from that and figure out who you are. Figure out figure out what you're about. Get to know myself because I didn't really know who I was, and I know I had a lot of thoughts and a lot of ways about me, and I stood on them from I guess the way I was raised. But I really didn't know who I was when I became an adult and having I still was a baby when I had a baby, to tell you the truth. And I had to learn who I was. I'm still learning. Like I'm still learning to this day about who I am and what I stand for and what I want to portray. Yeah, you know, I sit there and I listen. Like even like okay, I wasn't gonna bring this up, but music, guys. Music is something else. It can it can motivate you. It can it can bring you down. It can lift you up. Music and lyrics and things like that. And I couldn't understand when years ago when they was talking about when the crossover happened because at first we had the music where it was like uplifting and it was like yes, black power and pro blackness and loving your people and loving yourself, and it was love music, guys. But then after a while it had changed and became something different. It was more about negativity and things like that, and war, crime, killing, you know, and and everyone was saying how this music was bad, but we liked that music. I was dancing off of it. I was happy to listen to it, rapping to it, and everything else. But it was a group of people who didn't want this music and was saying how it was going to affect the community, and I believe it did. It misled our women, like I'm going to say a few group names, but I don't want to. But we all know the group that had the women and the panties and bras dancing and stuff, and they made us a sex object, and they was always talking about women and what they want them to do to them, and it was like explicit. They were saying this stuff is just explicit. It should not be on the radio. Y'all need to put some kind of band on this music, let people know that it's not for children and things like that, right? And and I think that's where it dwindled and we got misled because it seems like it just was promoted in the worst kind of way. And now I see, everybody is talking about this other young lady who just came out, and They talking about her music and how it's this, and that, abomination, and but I guess it's because now they're starting to recognize it through generations and generations how this music can manipulate our young. So they trying to change that now, and I think really the artists need to having a responsibility to watch what they put out and the message they're sending out. Because if we're gonna change this for the better, I think it's time that we do start start holding people and these record companies accountable for the kind of music that they put out. Now, if you do like explicit music that's like that, now it should be some kind of censor on it. Like not everyone could get it and maybe not hear it. But even then, like even like with some little porno tapes back in the day, and they was like censored, like we wasn't supposed to be able to get to that kind of stuff or have that in our in our being like in our be able to grasp it or get it, but it was there. You know what I'm saying? You may ran across it by mistake, an album or something of them speaking ill or profanity and like and ill of women. And I remember I just ran across it one day in the VCR. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, oh, let me see what's this on turn TV on turn VCR, and look what pops up. You know what I'm saying? We like, and you calling your girlfriends, come on over and look at this what I found in the VCR, you know, and and I don't think we should have been subjected to that. We got to be more careful in what we subject our children to, and have them see in what they are listening to. Yeah, that's what I believe. Then maybe we could start on healing the community and our young, watch the kind of music we're putting out now and what we're saying and and as an artist, I would be like no, because I remember they were saying how some artists didn't want to put some music out and left the music industry because that wasn't what they wanted to put out. That wasn't the message they wanted to come across. And I think that was a good thing, and maybe we need more of that. Maybe we really do. Hmm. Hair looking beautiful, right? Hmm. I'm gonna put it up though. But yeah, I just, and then I had this video where I shared it on Facebook. It was a lady talking about feminine and basically how things need to come back to the way it should be with the women and the men are supposed to be like the providers and and have shelter for us. Okay, yeah, guys. Had to braid my hair up real quick. Yeah, I made them a little bit smaller today, but yeah, I'm starting to notice a lot of things, and when it's like when you do start gaining knowledge of oneself, it it upsets some people too. And I'm saying to myself like, I can't bother, I can't worry about who doesn't like it. I just have to do what's best for me, right? Because at the end of the day, I have to live with myself and look in the mirror and love what I see, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna post this video about what the guy was saying and whatever, and it did make some kind of sense though, because I remember even when I was younger and I used to be like with a man laying in the bed and stuff, and they used to always say, I love your energy, you just have the best energy, and and I used to be like, what? I didn't know, I was very naive. I didn't know what he was talking about. I was just like, oh, thanks. You do too. Not really understanding the full effect of it. You know what I'm saying? Of exactly what he was trying to tell me. You know, he probably was trying to clue me in, try to wake me up a little about real life, but you know, mm, I was stuck in my ways. You know, it's like I'll be saying to myself now, and I'll be looking around, and I say to myself, why, where are all the women who, you know, who have this great power, and why aren't they like? I used to say to myself, why aren't they stepping up? But I don't know because I'm just new to it all. Like, and maybe they are. Maybe they have their own community where they teaching truth and raising their daughters with the truth. You know what I'm saying? About who they are and what they're capable of. You know, and the fact that they are divine. And some of us really was probably just held back from that knowledge. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I guess once you start seeking it, it'll come to you. Maybe you have to start seeking it, seeking out and trying to figure it out yourself. And then maybe it'll all come to you in divine order, you know. But yeah. I'll tell you. Life, right? Yeah, this stuff is so deep that even the women are like enemies of women. It's like they're so wrapped up in wanting that man to think they're the best thing walking. It's all about a man and what kind of man they have, what they can get from a man, how a man loves them and take care of them. That they're willing to step on their sister and smudge and do whatever to their sisters to just be in the bask and the glow of a man. You know, yes. I remember, for instance, it was a woman. I don't know if it was a woman. Maybe it wasn't true. I don't know, but they were saying how I used to always hold women up to the highest esteem, which I should, but some of them don't belong there. Some are just as low as the men who's trying to keep us down. You know, it was a woman who had drug a child to a man to be violated. Yeah. So you have to be careful because some of these women, they may know or may not know and just caught up into the brainwash of a man and doing things, unspeakable things. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm saying to myself, like, because I told you how I seen this one video where the lady said it was the women who was the cause of certain stuff. And I was saying to myself, no, this can't be because I am a woman and I wouldn't dare hurt a child or put a child in harm's way. But when you think about it, yeah, there are some women that has put children in harm's way, either for money, for love, for respect of man. Yeah, jealousy. You know, women can be very, very jealous. Jealous of a young girl because she has her youth, her beauty. And a lot of women lost their beauty in their youth dealing with certain men, doing unspeakable things with men. I think I talked about it in another video. And they trying to figure out, where did they youth go and their beauty. Gave it all up for the love or to be with a man, I believe. Yeah. So they walking around with chips on their shoulder and in disgust and pissed off, but you still won't rectify the problem. You still catering to what's damaging you. And I realized that a long time ago, like that, like I said, I've been through some things, and I had to step outside the circle, the box, whatever you want, and really look at all the choices I've made in life and why I ended up where I was at. Because and the way I felt is because of the choices I made and didn't change. So, and a few years ago, I had made the decision that I was going to change it. I was going to stop giving myself up to different things and men and stuff like that and catering to that. And I've been single for a long time. And I'm going to tell you, it hasn't been all bad. I've had glory and joy in my life, you know? I really do. You know, you can't, everyone has trials and tribulations, but it's how you deal with it and how you approach it and how you solve them. I never went out my way to hurt another person because someone has hurt me. And so, I think that's why I can say I still have joy in my life and I'm content. I may not have a great career or something like that, but I have a great business that I'm working on and I love it. I'm doing what I love and I can say I treat people the way I want to be treated. I have compassion, I have empathy, and at one time I had control of my emotions to a point where I scared myself a little. Like, wow, you're awesome, and I'm awesome. So even like now, I'm getting back to the old ways where I'm starting to control my emotions and control my actions. I was upset a few hours ago because I had noticed that some of my videos were deleted from my laptop. I don't know how did they, maybe I got hacked and someone took my videos, but it was the videos that I was receiving a lot of views on. And I was kind of upset and I was, getting irritable and I'm starting to make this little recording to let people know that they stole my videos and I was so upset and how people are thieves and this and that and how you gonna gain something from my work. I'm like, yeah, I went there. But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? That's not the reaction I want to put out there. That's that's not the feeling I want. I said maybe it happened for a reason. Maybe them videos. Maybe it was divine intervention. Maybe it was a message that was being sent to me about the videos that I had created and posted. Maybe they were supposed to disappear. Maybe it was awakening, like a wake up for me to say, okay, change the videos you're doing. Because certain videos were still there and some of them weren't. So maybe someone was trying to tell me that these are the kind of videos you should be making and these aren't the kind of videos you should be making. Or vice versa. Maybe they took the ones that were good that I should continue speaking on and they left the ones that was insignificant, you know? But that was me to do some internalizing, just to really sit back and start thinking about what kind of message am I sending here? What exactly am I using this platform for? Is it for the better of myself and others, or is just for likes to see if I can get a big check? You know, what what's your agenda? Why are you doing this? You know, I had to think about that. You know, so Do you want to spread something that's going to uplift somebody and maybe make some changes for the better? Or are you going to add to the confusion? So what I did was I removed the video and I started thinking like, yeah, well maybe I need to evaluate some things. And that's when I ran across the video of the guy talking, speaking about us women and how we're just brainwashed for men and how we're willing to change our thoughts, the way we act, the way we feel, just so we can be accepted by men. How it's all about getting the ring, and once we get the ring, we don't even know that that was a ring of bondage. It didn't. It doesn't serve us any beneficial, any purpose. Now, if you want a partner, yeah, and that's something different. You have a partner that's gonna y'all we come together to build to make things great. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna place that video. I'm gonna post it on YouTube and on Facebook so y'all can check it out. Tell me what you think about what he's saying. I mean, I felt truth in it because he just didn't speak about us and us catering to men the wrong kind of way, but how we're basically connected to the world around us. And it was a lady also that I posted where she was speaking about that also and how they manipulated and put false teachings out there, you know, when she was speaking something else and we've been taught another thing all our lives. And basically, I feel like, yeah, she was speaking truth because I always felt it deep down in my spirit, you know. But I think what it is, we've gotten so jealous of each other that we are blinded by jealousy, envy, manipulation. It's a shame. I see it all the time. Even when I had girlfriends, it was like we never stayed friends too long because it was always something there. Either was a man come between us, or you think you're cuter, you know, the guys always want to grab. There was always something. It was either, you know, skin tones. It was either the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you spoke, the way you act. And we need to really start looking at ourselves and seeing what we can do that's going to stop you from feeling that way about another woman. We really need to come together so we can build a great nation and make sure our children are good, you know? Make sure our children is following the right stuff and being the best woman they can be instead of trying to run around and hate on each other, hurt each other because she got a bigger booty than you. You mad? You going out there getting them BBLs so you can have a big booty too? And it's all to attract the man. The man said them big booties were nice and beautiful and this and that. So y'all gonna run out and get them BBLs to get that big booty. Yeah. Men tell you they like them big titties on women. That's what's attractive. And y'all go out there and y'all get them titties. Y'all don't care if that shit's gonna hurt your body or what you putting something foreign in your body. It's just the fact that you just want them because you think you're going to be more attractive with some big titties or a big booty or voluptuous hips. Yeah, that's not being brainwashed. I don't know what is. You're willing to put a foreign substance or take something from one part of your body and put it in another instead of just working out and being healthy, eating healthy. But instead, you rather just go up under the knife and get whatever. Some people died up under the knife. I used to always say, shit, people dying for literally dying to get a fat ass, you know, fat booty. You got to understand when a man love you, he's gonna love you regardless of your booty, cause he's supposed to love you, the internal part of you, your substance, your personality, your smile, your eyes, the way you make him laugh, the way you have him thinking above and beyond what's the norm. That's what men are attracted to and find beautiful in a woman. It has nothing to do with the way your booty shake. That's lust, you know. And you want to be lusted over. I guess we all do in some sort of way, but that man gonna lust after you because he finds you attractive, irresistible because of your inside and out, but it's not because of your breast or this, and it could be to an extent, but not because they're big. That's all lust. Yeah, women hurting each other for the affection and love of a man. No, what makes you think that you're gonna hurt someone and gonna receive what you want? I don't believe that's the way it works. We need compassion and empathy and really just be able to appreciate one another and see the beauty in each other and cultivate it and uplift it and say, sister, you know what? I got your back, you know. I think you're beautiful, you know. Help each other feel beautiful and not tear each other down. It's just horrible the way we become is just. But I think we can change that. You know, we can really start uplifting each other and becoming better. You know, I don't want to tear down any woman. I want to uplift her. I won't want anyone tearing down my children, my daughters. I would want them to uplift them. There's so much in the world that tears us down. You know, because the guy was saying how basically women, we are under attack. You know what I'm saying? They're attacking us. And then they recruiting women to attack us also, you know? You're going to attack your own kind. Attack the ones who will save you. You know? Yeah. Yep, I'm doing my little wig today, guys. I got some things I need to do today. Yep. I seen someone do something with this wig before on YouTube where they was able to like detach this and put something else there to make the part bigger. You know what I'm saying? And bring it out a little. I'm gonna try that next time to see how we go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a cap on. That's something that I haven't been doing for a minute. Is wearing caps, but I'm gonna try it today. Actually, put a cap on. I had a tan cap, but I misplaced it. No. Yeah, yeah. I always, you know, I always speak about empathy, love, compassion. I really do. That's something that we need to have for each other children, for each other, period. You know, you know, we really do. We need to come together. Try to make things better for our children instead of fighting each other, speaking ill of each other, trying to tear each other down. Sometimes we got to fight that green eye monster, have us jealous and envy of each other. You know, I know I do. I try to fight it. I never really can say I've been jealous. I'm like a congratulator. I'm not jealous of women and the things they accomplish in life. I'm always cheering them on and saying how great they are. You know, that's what I do. I cheer for them, saying how great they are, how amazing, you know, and maybe it's something they could teach me, you know. That's what I do. Like maybe it's something they could teach me to make me a better person, will be as successful as they are, or, you know, try to figure out what they doing and I'm not doing, and maybe I can fix that, you know. Mm-hmm. put it this way. I'm gonna get it, guys. I'm telling you. It's all said and done. I'm gonna do my best to. When I pray for my children, I pray for other people's children too. Not because it's the right thing to do, it's because it's in me. I take care of other people's children like they are my children. That's what we need to start doing. Think about how I'll take care of this person's children the way I would take care of my children. I love their children as I love my children. That's the start. Treating people the way you want to be treated. I always lived by that code. Well, maybe I should try to put it on the side part a little. Mm. Oh, just gonna have to blend this here in with this. Yeah, because they were saying if you cut this, you know, mm, you gotta take heed and recognize when you're trying to do something right, or and that person who's stirring you, telling you, no, why you doing that? You gotta think to yourself, this person in your best interest, or are you the problem? No. Some of these women with these men, and they don't mean no good for you. Like that book, The Bluest Eye. Should read that book. It's funny because the lady was with that man, and her worker told her, you need to leave that man. She's like, well, who is she to tell me I got to leave my husband and my man? Because he's not good for you. That's what she kept telling him. When it's all said and done, he wasn't. Wound up leaving. I think we put our lives in men's hands too much. I know that's probably the way we was raised, but yeah, you put your life into another person's hands and expect them to do right by you. Now, maybe some men do, but you're gonna have to weigh that for yourself on your joy that they bring you. If they not bringing joy to you, that's something else. It's not joy. It's the opposite of joy. And who wants to live like that? You know? Mm. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to cut this. I'm gonna see how it look. Yeah, got the scissors, guys. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna see how it work out. All right, let's put a little incision in here, guys, to cut it a little. Let's see. Or did I mess it up? Let me see. Take this off of here. It's all about comfort. If you're not comfortable when you put these things on, if they not good, yeah, you already know. You gotta do something about it. Oops. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not really that difference, but I tried. Mm. Trying to put my own hair out, knowing it don't match, but women, we do all kinds of stuff to our hair. We're very we have a great imagination. We can do all types of stuff. I'm thinking if I pulled it through and bring it over, how that'll work out. Mm, yeah, bring it in, over, up. We have great imagination. We are so creative. I'm telling you. Okay, so it's different a little. It's kind of, I think I probably had to cut it a little bit more. I pulled that here and there. It is what it is. Another piece right here. Girl, we are some amazing women. We're very creative, I tell you. The women I run into, I'm like saying to myself, that girl is amazing. She truly is. We're doing amazing things for our families, our community, and everything else. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me see about this makeup, guys. Yeah. Oh, I got a new one. Let me show you. Where is it? Hold on for a second, guys. All right, guys, I have this right here that I'm trying. Yep. I just tried this one time, but I don't know how good it is. But this is the color palette right here. See that? And let me see if I can use this dark one to get to the brush. Oops. Right, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I just start with my eyebrows since I misplaced the other brush that quick. Was just here. But you know how they say, things always going missing and then reappearing. So we're just gonna start with the eyebrows right now. And I usually use, I don't have a dark color on here, so I'm gonna do this, use this for my eyebrows. This brush right here. Yep. It's August, but the weather is not even that hot, you know. I've noticed that it's gotten cold, it's been raining, you know, lately. Well, let me do this one first. See that one? But no problem. I'm not gonna make them too thick today. Keep them kind of thin. You know, I like sex just as much as the next person, but it's been funny because I've been going years without it. Really, I have. And and I never really had really the desire, like the desire had left me to even perform. But then some people say sex is good for your spirit, for your body, and everything else. But is it actually sex or just the releasing, like, or having the orgasm to release that energy? You know what I'm saying? That you release that stress or whatever that's upon you. You know, that's I found it. That's the see. I'm gonna use this color right here. It's like a dark blue because this palette don't have black. I'm noticing. No, so this is like a blue, really dark, dark blue. Let's see how it work out. But yeah, but when I realized that my videos were disappearing from my laptop because I record them on my laptop and then I'll upload them. You know, did get upset at first, but then I said to myself, mm-mm, no, we gonna deal with this another kind of way. I'm just gonna stay positive and just keep it pushing. You know. You know? A lot of my videos that I've been making, I just make them just for because I know it's controversial. You know. And I know sometimes people like controversy, drama. Sometimes we do be gravitate towards it, you know. But then it's like, are you doing this just to have views and eyes, or do you want to do something that's gonna also get views and eyes, but on a positive note? You know, something that somebody can take with them to benefit or better themselves. Maybe some broaden some minds and this is name and broaden my own in the process, you know. What you think about this color? It says some of us look for men to come save us, and we should just be trying to save ourselves. It was deep. I'm gonna share the video so y'all can check it out. Comment. Tell me what y'all think. Think it's hogwash or are y'all feeling it? I'm not gonna put that dark eyeshadow. It's like a little light, just a little bit on the bottom of my eye. I was watching videos of my daughter when she was younger. I used to be on YouTube. I said, I never even knew you was making YouTube videos. But she was showing me them, and I was like, wow, her and my baby. And I was like, and I'm telling you, it just made me feel so good inside to see them, to see her when she was so young and she was so vibrant and full of life. And she was just a perfect young lady. And I just said, wow, like you changed a lot. She got so much bigger. You know, she's 17 now, and She's 16. She corrected me. She's 16, but back then she was like probably about 9, 8 years old, 10. Like time flies, And I was just like, wow, my baby. You know, she turned out to be a great young lady. She's caring, she's smart. You know, yeah, she's very knowledgeable. And she was teaching me some things. These young people could teach us some things today. Yeah, so just like, wishing nothing but the best. You know, I'm not gonna put any blush on today. And I was funny because I was telling her, yeah, when you get dressed and whatever, make sure you're looking nice and whatever, because you just may meet your husband out there. And I'm already putting it on her. She was like, my husband, I'm not getting married. And I was like, you don't want to get married? She was like, no. I was like, oh. But then maybe that's a good thing. Maybe she needs to explore herself and get to know herself and build the things she need to build for herself, you know? And then if she could probably find a partner, then that'd be perfect for her. Find a partner to help her, expand. Yep. It's everywhere. It really is. Hmm. I'm thinking, should I put a lipstick on today? Hmm. I really been feeling the natural look. I really have. The natural look really been complimenting me. Natural lips. No. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to use my old faithful that I always use. I love these colors. So, maybe I'll do something different today. I'm going to try this color right here. It's like a dark color. You see that? See? Right there. I'm going to try that one. See how it do. I said anytime men want to attack women, we have to be something special, you know? Really have. Really must be something amazing. But it's not all men. Know who they are. The ones who just seem to always give you a hard time and trying to bring you down. Who's not trying to lift you up. Because they want to keep that feminine energy down. They can't do that. Like that. Looks pretty good, huh? Let me see if I can give me some different lighting. Let's see how it look. Hmm? Kind of like that, guys. All right, so I'm going to read some more books and come to y'all with some more of my book reviews, which are amazing. You know, yes, I am. And if y'all have any suggestions, any book suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I appreciate that. And I also have these t-shirts, Luminous Bloom, beautiful t-shirts, and I'm gonna also have more designs coming to y'all also. So you can order them. I'm gonna get the website so you can order through the website. And I just want to say thanks for listening and like, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you.